close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left.
Hey guys, today on the podcast we've got Matty Lucas. He's currently playing in Japan's top league for Rishol, and he's formerly playing for the New South Wales Warahtas and the Canberra Brumbies. I hope you guys enjoy the podcast today with Matty. This podcast is sponsored by MG Browns Planes. I hope you guys do enjoy the podcast. It's sponsored by MG Browns Planes. Thanks. Welcome to the show, Matty Lucas. What did you want to be when you were growing up?
Okay, Max. Mate, don't know, probably a few things. I think, to be honest, a rugby player was up there for most of the time, especially growing up with three other brothers, and we all loved our rugby, all super competitive. I think being a rugby player, it was what I wanted to be from a very young age. What all my brothers wanted to be fair.
Yeah. How would your oldest friend describe you?
How would my oldest friend describe me? Annoying. Hopefully loyal, but yeah, annoying, a pest, very energetic. But yeah, I hope loyalty would be in there, mate.
Yeah. What are you most proud of?
What am I most proud of? I don't know, mate. I'd like to say that I make my brothers and my parents very proud, my family. I'd hope that's that, you know, I make them proud, and that's probably what drives me, and I'm very proud of my family and what we do and how we hold ourselves. So yeah, something along those lines, probably, mate.
Yeah. How do you handle hard times?
Suppose by surrounding yourself with good people, mate. I think hard times are inevitable. So I think, you know, ensuring you've got a good group of people around you, whether that's your family, whether it's your close mates, and not being silent about your hard times, like understanding when times are hard and voicing it. But I suppose also knowing that you will get through it, whatever it may be, whether it's injury, whether it's selection, whether it's, you know, family trouble, whatever it is. Just ensuring you have a good group of people around you, and being able to voice it, being able to let it be out. But knowing, that you'll get through it, I reckon.
Yeah. Was it hard moving down to Japan?
No, I wouldn't say it was hard, mate. Very different. Obviously a very, very different country culturally, and with all that sort of stuff. A lot to get used to, the language barrier and that sort of stuff. But the Japanese people are brilliant, mate. They go out of their way to help you and make you feel welcome. The teammates, they're brilliant over there. So I'd say it's very different. A lot of things to get used to, and as I said, you know, you can't speak the same language as a lot of people, but you sort of try and practice your Japanese. But I wouldn't say it was hard. It was just different and challenging, but very enjoyable, mate.
Yeah. Okay, now back to the Super Rugby. How was it playing down at the Warahtas?
I loved it, mate. I obviously grew up in Queensland, so I grew up hating the Warahtas, hating New South Wales and everything about it. But yeah, the opportunity came up to head down there when I was 20 or 21, back in 2013, and sort of did about 5 years there, and I loved it, mate. I met some lifelong friends. I had some great coaches. I loved every bit of it, mate. I had a really good time down in Sydney. I loved it, mate. I was a lot of teammates and a lot of friends I made for life down there. We had some successful years. We won it in 2014, and I had a great time down there, mate.
Yeah. And then you moved down to the Brumbies for about a year and a half.
Yeah. So then I did 2 years at the Brumbies. which was basically chasing a little bit more of an opportunity there. And again, I loved it. I loved Canberra. A lot of people sort of said that. You hear a lot of bad things about Canberra as a town in terms of it's very small, there's not much to do, but I can tell you I loved it. And our whole team, you move and spend any time in Canberra and it's a really good place. You get to know everyone. And yeah, I had a ball there, mate. I probably didn't play as much footy in terms of I didn't start as many games as I would have liked. But that's the way it goes. And then obviously in 2020, so I did 2018 and 19 there, and then the opportunity to come up to I did a stint in Japan in the back end of 2018, and then the opportunity came up to go to Japan this year, and I think it was just the right time for me to head over there and have a crack over there.
Yeah. What's it been like playing over in Japan with the team and all that?
Mate, it's been brilliant. As I said before, it's very different. There's a lot of change, language barriers and cultural stuff. But I love it, mate. I love getting to know the Japanese boys, learning the language, learning the culture, the food. They train really hard, but they've got great facilities, and they really do look after you. So Japan for me has been brilliant. Yeah, and as I said, I enjoy the challenge. I love the footy. It's a very fast brand of footy. So at the moment, yeah, I'm loving it, mate. I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah. You've got a couple Aussies in your team, don't you?
Got a couple of Aussie coaches. So we've got 3 Aussie coaches, and then we had Berrick Barnes this year. He was the only other Aussie. I think. He was the only other Aussie, but he's since retired. He injured himself early in the piece over there. And then we've got a fair few Kiwi boys as well. But yeah, getting to know Berrick. I knew Berrick when he was up in Queensland a lot of years ago now. But getting to know him and playing alongside him was really good. And then obviously he's since retired. But there's a lot of Kiwi boys there that are brilliant, mate. I enjoy their company a lot.
Yeah. What's it like seeing your brothers succeed as well as you?
Yeah, as I said before, mate, it makes me super proud seeing them succeed. Obviously being very fortunate in the way our parents were able to bring us up and, take us to all our rugby games on the weekend and support us in that way. So we're very fortunate in that. But, yeah, as I said, all of the other 3 have played professional rugby at some level, whether it's sevens or Super Rugby. And 2 of them are still one's playing over in Japan at the moment, and the youngest one's in Queensland at the moment as well. So makes me super proud, mate. I obviously super close with all my brothers and growing up with them and being super competitive, but watching them succeed is nothing that makes me prouder.
Yeah. What was your path to professional rugby?
Path to professional rugby. So I sort of played club footy from the youngest age possible, from around that 6-year-old mark, and obviously just played club footy, and then that sort of turned into school footy when I was in high school and that sort of thing, and started to get a bit more serious at that year 11 and 12 mark. So stopped playing club footy at that age to concentrate on school footy, and then was able to play some schoolboy representative stuff, and then finished school. Went back to where all my brothers play our club rugby at Sunnybank, and played there for a couple of years, and was able to make the under 20 Australian side. Went to 2 World Cups in 2011 and 2012, and then from there played some sevens. Played for Australians on the sevens circuit, and then from that sort of got contacted to move down to New South Wales and join the Warahtas squad, and that's where it started. My first year was 2013, but yeah, I was fortunate to play a bit of representative stuff through the ages and the under 20 World Cup stuff, and then playing on the Sevens circuit was sort of the first senior footy representative stuff I played, and from there went down to the Warahtas.
Yeah. What are your goals for the next couple of years?
What are my goals? So for me, I'm very much centered around performing and doing well over in Japan. I've just basically extended over there, so looking to do another year in Japan, and for me, I really want to do well with my club over there, which is Rico. I'd love to see them do well. So I think for me, it's very much about performing and doing really well for my Japanese club. I want to, if I can, I see as much game time as I can over there and get some good results with it. I'm really enjoying the footy over there. So yeah, my goals are very much centered around doing really well with them and getting some good results for them.
Yeah. How are you keeping yourself busy and fit during this time?
It's a little bit challenging, but very fortunate back in my family home in Acrobat with all my brothers. So we've all sort of chipped in dribs and drabs we've got a nice home gym here at the moment, which has got everything you need. We've got ropes, watt bike, as I said, a fully equipped sort of gym, your squat rack, bench, a lot of dumbbells and that sort of thing. And then having all four of us at home at the moment means that there's always people to train with as well. So it is a bit challenging, but we've actually done pretty well out of it in terms of the setup we've got at home, and having everyone here just means there's always someone to train with. So I'm always training with my brothers, and whether it's running, kicking, whether it's in the gym, cross training on the bike, whatever it is. There's obviously a lot of spare time at the moment. So and having everyone around means there's always someone to do something with. So really enjoying it, to be fair, mate. Spending a lot of time at home with my brothers, and my wife Alicia, she's a professional rugby player as well. So she's been up here, and there's no shortage of people to train with.
Yeah. Who's the worst teammate to room with through your career, and why?
Worst teammate to room with. Down at Brumbies, I roomed with Lockie McCaffrey. He was a good roommate in a lot of aspects, but he was very bossy, mate. He was very particular, and he thought he was the man of the room and that he owned the room. So, I had to sort of put him in his place a few times, and just lock him out of his room if it got too much. But we had a lot of fun, me and Lockie. But yeah, he gets a bit carried away. Lockie thinks he's the boss, and occasionally you just have to sort of set him straight a little bit.
What's the best word to describe you right now?
Best word to describe me. Don't know, mate. Energetic, more locked up.
Yeah.
Got energy to burn. Just hoping this COVID stuff and everything settles down, and sooner rather than later we can get back to a little bit more living.
Yeah.
I think that's probably where it's at.
Yeah. What advice would you give a 12-year-old today?
Regarding sport?
Yeah, we'll go with sport.
Mate, I'll just say enjoy being young and enjoy your sport. Play all the sports you can, get involved in everything. Don't think that you just got to pick one or anything like that. Play as much sport as you can and enjoy it. There's going to be plenty of time to take it seriously later on, but I'd just work hard. I'd listen to all the people, all the coaches, and everything that you have at a young age. There's plenty of good advice floating around. So I'd encourage you just to listen to your coaches, enjoy your sport, and enjoy playing with your mates at such a young age, because I think when you grow up, you look back and those sort of times are the ones you most enjoy, when you're young, trouble-free, and just enjoying your sport with your mates. So, yeah, just enjoy it and listen to a lot of the advice you get.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on today, Matty.
No worries, Max.
I really hope you guys enjoyed the podcast with Matty today. If you did, if you could hit subscribe, that'd be amazing. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next.
They do have a timeout. Decide not to use it. Curry, way